In Central and Eastern Europe, we've seen central banks raise their policy interest rates aggressively from the lows that they hit during the pandemic as they've reopened their economies. In Asia, we've seen very little movement in central bank policy rates. So the first question is, why? And the main answer for this appears to be inflation. In Europe and the United States, we see very high rates of inflation. And whilst inflation rates in Asia have picked up, they haven't picked up very much, and they haven't actually picked up everywhere. So that begs another question, why? Well, one of the possible explanations is that the responses to the pandemic here in Asia have been much more gradual. So you haven't had the abrupt swings from service sector spending to goods sector spending that's led to some of the bottlenecks that we've seen in other places. Another is that where we see supply constraints, well, they may actually stem from Asia. Something like semiconductors. There's a shortage of these across the world, but we're making most of them. We also appear to be keeping them as well and using them locally rather than sticking them on ships and sending them to the United States or to Europe. And that's another factor, logistics and the cost of shipping. There's still a huge difference between the cost of shipping something from Asia to Europe or the United States or coming back the other way. And so those costs which are being passed on in Europe and in the United States aren't really having that much of an effect in Asia. So the bottom line of this is, yes, inflation is a bit higher, it'll probably go a bit higher still, and we'll see rates pick up through the year in Asia, but not everywhere and not by that much. Realistically, no crazy rates in Asia.